I decided to go to this small school in Maryland called McDaniel College. I got into more than 10 elite institutions, but I really liked the campus of this small school, so I went there. And except for the baseball part of the experience, which was a complete disaster, I can laugh about it, I had an awesome college experience. I met a bunch of great people, made a lot of long-lasting, fantastic connections, and I learned a lot, grew myself, and had a wonderful time. That goes without saying. So I went to a reunion event in early 2015, and it was in New York City, and I'm definitely not going to name any names here, but I really expected to have a great connection with a lot of people there who I knew went to McDaniel in the New York City area. And up until that point, I was growing. I had done some pretty cool speaking engagements. I was still on the fence about whether or not I could really do it. I was still doubting myself, but I had made a lot of progress and I'd done some pretty cool things. I mean, hell, I published a book. I did some pretty good things. I went into that event, and there were some of those people there that I felt a little bit weird around, a little bit uncomfortable. They kind of gave me these weird stares in college, and they weren't necessarily my good friends, but I thought to myself, and not at all in a negative way, but I thought, okay, I've done some pretty cool things. I've proved myself. Not that you're supposed to feel like you have to prove yourself, but I felt like I made a good leap since college into the real world, and I got my graduate degree from Johns Hopkins, and I thought they would treat me with respect. And these kids, several of them, gave me the same judgmental fucking stares I got in college. The same exact stares. This is after I've done some really cool things, and after the event, I was lit. And you know what? I exhibited a lot of self-control because I wanted to flip out at the event and say, what the heck is going on? But I was lit. And I went up to several of my friends after the event, and I essentially said to myself, I am completely done caring what other people think. Now, it was already like 80 to 90% done, but I said I am 100% done. And I went all out to the utmost degree, just absolutely not caring, doing the impossible, putting myself out there, speaking around the world, and from there, that was one of my friends driving by, I said, I don't give a fuck what they think. I don't give a fuck how much they judge me. And I'm sorry for swearing. I'm very sorry. I know some people don't like that, and I know it can come across as unprofessional, but it's something you have to eventually realize, that people will judge you no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to please them. And up until that moment, I thought, someday they'll respect me. Someday they'll actually treat me with decency. Someday they'll be my friend. And when I went into that event and they still fucking judge me, you know what I realized? I don't give a fuck anymore. And after that, I was lit. I was on fire, and I started to do impossible things. And I got featured on podcasts, reaching tens of thousands of people around the world, speaking across Europe and the United States of America to thousands of people, speaking at conferences and nonprofits, businesses and private sector engagements where I was tearing it up, because I realized no matter what I do, they'll continue to judge me. No matter how much I try to please them, they will still judge me. And you know what I realized? You know what I thought? That if they keep on judging me, let them. Let them. I don't have anything against them. I'm not an angry person. Let them judge me. Let them talk behind my back. Because you know what? I go on LinkedIn, and I have LinkedIn Premium. I did have LinkedIn Premium, not anymore. I decided to cancel it. And you can see who's viewed your profile, and the people who hate on me view my profile. People like that have nothing better to do than to judge you. That's all they do. That's all they don't do anything. They don't help other people. They don't care about causes. They don't care about making a difference in the world. They judge you, and that's all they do. They're following my profiles. They're probably reading my blog posts. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a misguided sense of who I am. I mean, I know I'm a nobody. I know that most people don't give a crap. But how ironic is that the top profile viewers of people on my LinkedIn profile are the very people who treat me with the most disrespect. Now that's ironic. That's ironic. So you can see I'm fun-loving about it. I'm not an angry person, I'm a kind person. I always treat other people with respect, but it gets so tiring when I go to these reunion events and these same assholes don't change. They still fucking judge me. And you know what? I'll still be the better person, and I'll still treat them with kindness, and I won't let them get the best of me. And I only use that dysfunction as added motivation to go out and conquer the world. So you know what? Let them judge. I'll leave them to their own devices, and the next reunion event I'll go to, I'll probably get the same exact judgmental stares, and I'll give them a big smile and treat them with respect, but in my head I'll be thinking, fuck you. As you can see, I don't give a fuck what people like that think. If they want to judge me, that'll only limit their lives and their potential, and it won't affect me or you at all. I know I shared my own story, but this equally applies to anything going on in your life and things that you're dealing with and challenges that you may be having yourself. Big shout out to my friend Pete, who has inspired me to make this video. It's a little bit scary to put out your true self into the world. My true self is one who no longer gives a fuck what other people think, and it is no longer limited by the judgments I got by so many hundreds of people in high school and in college. As you can see, I'm a little bit on fire right now. Things are going very well at my company. I have an executive assistant. I have dozens of speaking engagements lined up for the next 18 months. I'm helping tens of thousands upon hundreds of thousands, and in the next 2 years I'll be helping millions of people across 6 different continents in more than 59 countries. So I'm only helping people. I'm only going to put my purpose out there to help other people. And if those people still want to judge me when I go to reunion events, let them. Go ahead. I'm going to the mountaintop, so are you. Thank you for watching this video. Have a wonderful Friday. And remember, how someone treats you is their karma, and how you respond is yours. That's a quote by Wayne Dyer. Have a great day.